So you're building a real-time video app, and I'm going to bet you're making a huge production mistake that is just tanking your video quality. But here's the good news, your app itself probably isn't the problem. Okay, let's get into it.
Let me say that again so it really sinks in. Your monitoring is lying to you. It's patting you on the back, telling you everything is A-OK, while your users are literally staring at frozen screens, getting furious, and then leaving for good.
You've seen this, right? I mean, this is the classic nightmare scenario. On one monitor, you've got your server dashboards, just a beautiful sea of green, 99.99% uptime, 0 critical errors, everything's humming along. But then, there's the user's reality. Calls are failing, video's frozen, audio sounds like a robot, your systems are screaming success, but your users are screaming in frustration.
Ah yes, the one. The complaint that gives every WebRTC engineer a headache. It's that ghost in the machine that your server logs just can't seem to explain. So what on earth is actually happening here?
Well, this whole frustrating mess actually has a name, the watermelon effect. And it's perfect, isn't it? Your observability looks great and green on the outside, but the second you slice into it, it's all red and failing on the inside. This illusion of health is the real culprit behind so many of your quality problems. So let's get to the why. How can our dashboards, our precious dashboards, be so completely wrong? Well, it all comes down to a fundamental blind spot that your server has.
And this right here is the absolute heart of the matter. Server health does not equal user experience. I'll say it again. Server health is not a proxy for user experience. Your entire infrastructure can be purring like a kitten, and the call can still be a total disaster for the user. The problem isn't on your servers.
Think about what your server can't see. It has zero visibility into the most important parts of the call. It can't see the user's spotty last-mile Wi-Fi connection, where all the packet loss happens. It has no idea if the user's laptop is about to overheat. It can't see the media rendering layer, and since all the media is encrypted, it can't even peek inside the packets to see what's going on.
So if the server is flying blind, we need an inside source. We need a secret informant, someone on the ground who can tell us what's really going on. So the big question is, where do we find this evidence? If it's not on the server, then what holds the key to unlocking the user's reality?
The answer, it's almost too simple, but it's incredibly powerful. The browser. The whole time, the single source of truth has been sitting right there, on the client's machine. And the tool we're going to use for this investigation is the getStats API. It's a native part of the WebRTC standard, built right into every modern browser. It gives us this raw, unfiltered data straight from the media engine itself. It is the definitive source of truth.
Okay, enough theory. Let's use this newfound intelligence to solve our #1 mystery, that dreaded frozen video.
Now pay close attention, because this slide is the smoking gun. In both situations, the bytes received metric is going up, right? Packets are arriving, the server is happy. But look at the right side. The frames decoded metric has completely flatlined. That means no new frames are being decoded. That's it. That's the exact moment the user's video freezes solid. So here's the secret sauce. For these kinds of cumulative counters, the actual number doesn't matter much. It's the delta, the change over time, that tells you everything. A 0 delta on frames decoded means 0 new frames are being shown. It means the video is frozen. Period.
And with that one insight, we can build an incredibly simple but powerful diagnostic flow. Step 1, check the bytes received delta. If that's 0, you've got a connection problem. Simple. Step 2, if packets are flowing, check the frames decoded delta. If that's 0, it's a decoder stall. From there, you can dig into packet loss or device bottlenecks. No more guessing games.
Now, knowing how to diagnose one issue is awesome. But for a real production app, you need a system that can scale. So let's see how we can build this into a proper observability pipeline. A production-grade system looks something like this. First, the browser grabs the getStats data. Then, it sends these little aggregated summaries over a dedicated side channel. Now, this part is crucial. You don't want to interfere with your main app traffic. That data then gets stored in a timeseries database. And finally, your alert system can fire off alerts on real, actionable signals, like that flat frames decoded delta we just talked about.
This client-side approach is without a doubt the future of real-time observability. But look, solving these hard problems isn't something you do alone. It takes a community. That's why we're building a collective of engineers who are dead serious about quality, and we're starting with a special briefing for our first 50 members. So, if you're out there building real-time apps, share this with your team. We're putting together an engineering collective to tackle exactly these kinds of problems. And for our first 50 subscribers who join before February 28th, you'll get a personal invite to an exclusive live strategy session to get this whole thing started.
Okay, let's wrap this briefing up. As far as I'm concerned, the case of the mysterious frozen video is officially closed.
Here's your final takeaway. 1. Relying only on server logs gives you that nasty watermelon effect. 2. The browser's getStats API is your one and only source of truth. 3. A flat Frames Decoded Delta is the absolute smoking gun for a frozen video. And 4. If you're serious about quality, you have to build a client-side telemetry pipeline.
So I'm going to leave you with this one question to think about for your own system. Is your observability platform showing you the health of your servers or the reality of your users? Because at the end of the day, serious apps require serious observability. It's as simple as that. If this was helpful, share it with another engineer, hit that like button, and subscribe to Lalit Official to join the collective. We'll see you in the live session.